Good morning, good afternoon. I'm not even sure. It's the nice thing about being retired. This is Cheryl at Sea Spirit Tarot, and keeping in this mesh that the gods and goddesses have on me at this time in my life, I am bringing forth a reading. My reading today is going to be another Wonder Woman spread, and it's going to be for the general consciousness, for the feminine consciousness out there. I want to preface it by saying that my cards, the goddesses, whatever I usually draw, I do another reading of my own, but anyway, I got the coyote, and I got the crone. I'll have these going the wrong way, right? I guess we'd be going this way to the west. And I got integration. So I'm using the wisdom of the crone to integrate with love and wisdom all this trickster energy that comes in my path and integrate it, these dark aspects, to love and wisdom, because love is the answer. And digging deep into this crone space because I get triggered extremely well. But I can tell you one thing, I have never enjoyed this path of the fool as much as I'm enjoying it right now. So I thank her, I thank the crone for reminding me to come forth in that wisdom. And the same artist that does my goddess cards, is her name on here? Susan Eleanor Boulet, B-O-U-L-E-T. I don't have this card, but she has a coyote mother, a coyote grandmother wrapped in a shawl. And so also I say, Grandmother Coyote has a lot of wisdom of the path that we're on. So walk around those potholes with grace and ease, and let the joy come forth, because that's the frequency of love. And if you get stuck too bad sometimes, getting on a trigger, go into curiosity. Curiosity puts you in love and keeps you out of fear. Tidbit for the day. So here's my Wonder Woman spread for today. And as I did the cards, it was all for today, for today, for today. So this is kind of how the energy is swirling today. So what feminine, what do I call it? Feminist collective, subconscious and conscious, all of it. What is our intuition telling us? Our intuition is telling us it's the Six of Pentacles. Our existence is guaranteed. I'm all in about this love today. It's all about sharing. We're in the holiday season. I know these cards may seem dark, and it's a season of light, but these cards make me smile. And anything that makes one smile raises their frequency to a safer place that where nothing else can attach to you, and your will can be done. So we got the beautiful lady in the red dress giving the child, honoring your inner child. And what better time of that is at Christmas? You know, so many memories. You want to talk about some triggers and aspects. Well, they're coming. But it's a time of balance, and it's a time of love. Maybe the intuition was what I just said about knowing there's a lot of triggers coming up right here, and coming up in this season, and they need to be handled with that white light of love. White light of love, all colors of light of love. What do we as a collective female consciousness need to protect? And by the way, these are both sixes. Both sixes. Which means we've come, today we're overcoming the obstacles. We're persevering. We're getting through this. So what we need to protect is this six, what I call a six of happiness. This is one of the happiest cards I have ever seen. Everybody's happy, 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 happy. It's a it's not the end platform. But it's gracious. So when you're out and about today, smile and greet everybody. Let's keep the frequency of the season, the reason for the season. Now this was kind of weird. What do we need to sacrifice? And I got the Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords, right away, the way I originally understood this years ago was before a battle, he went into and laid on that tomb or the altar. Could well have been an altar. Of course, Guinevere was pretty Christian, wasn't she? But, and meditated. And really and truly, to meditate and know yourself, you only need, you know what, yourself, a kind of a quiet place, and your mind, and your breath. So some of this may be curtailed today. You may have to spend more time not alone. Or, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because this was under what we need to sacrifice. And this time's important in our spiritual growth, the time that we learn to know ourselves. Sit up straight by getting all this. There's so much more of this YouTube thing. They're just trying to figure out the cards. Anyway, I think it's a pretty cool Gothic card. She has a violet dress on. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. To me, I am so grateful to be at this time of my life. It is so much fun walking this path, this mystical path. What are we fighting for? I really don't like those words. What are we aspiring to, us as feminine goddesses, the energy coming in, is we all are queens of pentacles. That's balancing all the elements in the ether. It's enjoying all the beautiful, wonderful things of life, earthy. We are of this earth. We are rising, but at this time we're of this earth, and we're making all these changes on this earth. We're not doing them through death, like the actual experience of death, more of a shamanic death. So what do I aspire for? What do we aspire for? I don't think there's a woman alive that doesn't aspire to have enough coin, gorgeous clothes, beautiful makeup, lovely hair, and just come out striking, nurturing, as like the perfect woman. So I think that's pretty cool. And how can we deflect negativity? I don't say, the cards said this, by judgment. Judgment. We are so divided right now and so judging. But actually when I get out, in my area, in day-to-day interactions, I don't see a lot of hate and violence. But the news propaganda certainly does keep that in balance. So being the judgment is one of my favorite cards of this deck because of this. Turn it into a song and a dance. Have fun with it. I accidentally did my hair this color, and I've just had so much fun because, physically it took me to a point where I had to be so responsible, and I don't really care what they say. I am a being of violet fire, and I am having an absolute blast. So, there's no cups in this spread, though, at this point. There's no cups came to the spread. We have fire and earth, both of happy cards, 6 of a nice platform. We have our swords, which are maybe self-sabotaging, beating ourselves up. This lady looks very serious. But my goodness, you got to be getting some energy in with all those spires, don't you think? Coming in, bringing it in. What is this being like in the, I don't want to call it a crib. What do they call it in Egyptian? As you went down the river and as you reached another level of awareness, realization, you moved on to the next set of tombs, whatever they call them. I don't know. Anyway, gonna have to give up some quiet time. That's okay, because we have this ideal in our head. and this is where we're going. And this probably will be at the end of the day, huh? Yeah. And we will be there without judgment. We will be gracious. The bottom of the deck, because like I said, we have no, I don't think judgment's water. We have no water. But at the bottom of the deck, look at this, the Three of Cups. A new beginning, putting together what we need to put together. I don't know about you, my mind's running so fast. I got outdoor decorations to put up. I want to go downtown to the metaphysical bookstore. I want to go downtown to the regular bookstore, little bookstore. I want to make another video. I want to go out in the sun. I want to go to the beach. Yeah, this is good. It's a 3. Let's create and move forward today, because today is the 3rd, isn't it? And I drew 1 card with my star cards. You know my star cards. I embrace the violet light. It permeates my being. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. This is the season of light and love and light in Christ consciousness in our nation, in our world. Even those that balk so hard against it, you can't fight the archetypical energy, typal energy that's been here since the Romans. I mean, it's just embedded, and it's probably since the Romans, the Egyptians, the whole, when we were but a color spectrum, and we are crossing rainbow bridges. So I say today, embrace your violet fire. And may the goddess bless you. Have a wonderful, I think it's Tuesday afternoon. Goodbye. Love you all.